Sebastian Mack goes scoreless again today, UCLA will not win.
They will be in trouble.
Adem Bona across the key. And Bona with the game's first point. Here is Adem Bona.
Going to that left shoulder. He'll get to the left shoulder.
And he spins middle and flips it in.
And Dante's got to recognize that. You got to see the scouting report.
Match their largest lead. At 2. Bona going to work. Misses a point-blank chance. And finally, Dante comes away left.
For sure, for an at-large bid, even if they don't win the final.
They're putting themselves right in the conversation, yeah. Up and over Dante as Adem Bona with the bucket, and we're tied with 10.
First day, one of the early games, who comes out ready to play?
Adem Bona powers his way in against Shol Marial. And the rebound pulled down by Tyler Bilodeau for Oregon State. So if Oregon State pulls off the upset, you mean you're not going into the locker room to party with them?
That's right. As Bona, man, this is why.
10 to shoot for the Bruins.
Collison is a great call, Rox.
And alley-oop to Adem Bona from Dylan Andrews.
Such a great call. You can just see the
Pauly against Arizona State, and that was a weird night because that was when Jose Perez was a no-show for Arizona State.
Left the team.
That just left the team after he scored 25 at USC. Dylan Andrews feeds a cutting Adem Bona. And the fall away in the baseline rattles out, in the rebound Michael Ratai in Oregon State.
That's a foul.
Second team foul in Oregon State. The Beavers a quick 7-0 run. Adem Bona misses at the rim. Casey Ebekwe the rebound.
Beavs just won't.
Bona.
No double.
Now it comes. And Bona still powers through it. Adem Bona with his first.
Got legs in me. I can watch my little fadeaway.
Quiet over there, gas bag, is what
right.
actually he said.
Exactly.
Adem Bona behind the defense. 17 for Bona.
The first touch, they want to see if they're going to double team him.
Here is the big man. Adem Bona goes off the glass around Sean Phillips for the early 2.
Really nice start.
We'll see if the conference stays around in some form or fashion, but we know it won't include all these teams. There's Bona with a nice inside move to get a couple points. He has 4 of the 7 so far for UCLA. Then Bona's been active early, trying to shrug off Selabunge. Gets it back after being blocked. Andrews looking to make a move. Darren Savino's kind of been attached with Mick Cronin for a while, back to Cincinnati as well. Bona just shrugging off Phillips as he has all night.
Yeah, wait, they meaning Arizona State is choosing not to attempt.
That was the ideal scenario that you said was his best, and he gave it away. Andrews down low. Bona with authority. 16 unanswered for UCLA, and now a steal. Bona's going to try it again. Then, when it was just whatever happened around the basket. There's a big man around the basket right now. Bona leaving that short. And the rebound drops to Miller. Collins with another. Here's Adem Bona working on a double-double. Gets the ball back from Stefanovic up against Selabunge and throws it down.
Interesting, the Arizona teams of late. They've had great guard play. Yes, there have been some big men. You've had 8, and you've had different guys come through here. But when Arizona has great guard play, which they do this year, led by Caleb Love.
McClendon was ejected from UCLA's last game for a flagrant 2 that Mick Cronin thought was not a good call, and he wasn't alone. Bona misses, rebound Ballo. Arizona looking at percentage. He's made 64% of his shots. Again, a lot of those have been right at the rim. Bona trying to return the favor, goes to the left hand and scores.
64%. I don't care if you're in the gym by yourself. That is.
Bona going to drive here against Ballo and throw it down.
Throw it down, big fella. Throw it.
Extending the defense. Shot clock down to 5 here for the Bruins. They've lost 4 in a row after a 6-game win streak. Bona missing inside. Johnson rebounds.
When you talked about Bona's activity, he's already...
It's down 2 right now at home against Washington. So if they were to lose, Arizona would clinch the regular season title. Bona missed it, kept alive by McClendon, and an Arizona foul. And McClendon is, and in talking with Mick Cronin and some of the Arizona folks as well, as McClendon's 3 is off the mark, Bona got the stick back to tie it at 15. There's some momentum to, in some way, shape. Bona posting up, they get it to him again. He turns on Ballo. Ballo trying to knock him off his spot. Bona misses. Rebound Johnson. Now down to 33% shooting, and a lot of their offense has been dump it down to Bona and hope that he scores. He missed the shot here, and again, no offensive rebound. Johnson.
Having there with the Miami Heat. He was a 4-year player and still was able to have an impact. People get so caught up in being one and done.
Bona gets to the rim and puts it in. And it feels like, Richard, that there are a lot of
stuff, but Jason Tatum has had an outstanding season thus far.
Jokic, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, Luka in the mix as well. Is Andrews 3 off the mark. Foul on the floor on Arizona program. Bona backing down on Krivas. A little out of control again. Missed the shot. Inside a minute to go. Arizona by 15. He's been doing a lot of Big Ten scouting. He's watching a lot more Big Ten games this year. And not just watching games on television, like scouting. Watching and breaking down film because he's trying to...
Today, again, the student section's overflowing. They're expecting close to 10,000 in for this game as Adem Bona goes right to work on Ruben Chinyelu.
Yeah, Ruben Chinyelu has his hands full because...
Chinyelu back in the game out on Bona because Bona backing him in, backing him the good spin.
That was a nice move, Ted. He did everything but finish. They're going to Adem Bona every time down. They like this matchup.
Look at this clear out.
Yeah, they like the matchup with him against Chinyelu.
And again, spinning. Chinyelu blocks.
Oh, this is 2 of the best shot blockers.
But they've hit 3 early. This is clearing out, this time against Clough.
Yeah, Mick Cronin is going to big Adem Bona every time.
Ranked that many championships, but this one, given how last year ended in the new world that we're all in college sports, that's spectacular for Tara Vanderveer. And there's maybe UCLA's hopes. Rolled up the screen, but the ball couldn't get there. Now it does get to Bona. And he just keeps spinning around and finally just flushes.
And you see the athleticism right
himself. And it's interesting, Eldridge, because you think that would be a matchup that Kyle Smith, nice running the floor. You used the word athletic. Wow.
He is one of the best athletes in the league.
Going. Goes to his left and then just muscles in to finish with his right.
He is so strong and just so explosive down there in the paint.
Knocks down the triple in the last 2 years. That's Lazar Stefanovic. In this era of college basketball, you don't hear that very often. The answer from Adem Bona.
Stefanovic now has 2 fouls, though, Dan.
Inside to Bona. Bump going up, still gets it to go.
That area as well.
Double team came the first time on Bona, not this time. Bona had such a big game against Washington back in Los Angeles. Had to throw it up there, nothing going.
Watch Bona here.
Triple team coming on Adem Bona. And there was a Husky that got a piece of it. I think it was Moses.
I will watch Adem Bona play defense any day of the week, man. He's special.
This time too strong for Bona. And you can see that.
Stefanovic's book. He always shoots the first one when he's open.
Stefanovic leading the way for UCLA from distance with 3 threes. There's Bona trying to take it to Mia. But again, good deep. A career high 5 threes here tonight. Hard to believe for the leading scorer in the Pac-12.
Yeah, I mean, he's mostly a mid-range nightmare. A post-up player on nice.
There's Bona.
Oh, what happened there?
Braxton Mia, I mentioned that 20 points he had against UCLA. That was last year at home. Here's Bona returning the favor.
And
UCLA down by 14. Sebastian Mack around the back to Bona, who is met at at the hoop by Mia. Yeah, and looks like he's slow to get up. Looks like he might have got a hand in the eye there. Bona down low.
Yeah, they're going to have to get aggressive at all. He's a good driver, but when he gets in the lane, he's driving to pass.
Why wouldn't Stefanovic just shoot that himself?
Sure.
It worked out, but...
And Washington's defense, they're...
Kevin Connors.
Just admit you were tuning him out.
No, we couldn't hear. I would never fail to comment about a food that was named after me. You know my ego is too big to allow that to happen.
Put it away. Will McClendon, nobody stopped the ball. In and out, Adem Bona back in.
And Coach Enfield wants a timeout.
Tough shot, rims out for Lazar Stefanovic. And the rebound, Adem Bona.
Paulie's become on. To be successful offensively, they have to get their guys to average at a minimum at the offensive end of the floor, because it just shrinks the margin at the defensive end. And a great job by Adem Bona all year. And this game's from Boogie Ellis.
Adem Bona lays it in as Vincent Iwuchukwu went down.
2 for 5 from three-point range against USC a couple of nights ago. They really struggled as a team from distance. Bona not able to get that to fall.
Beta was wide open. No isolation for Bona here. Here comes the double.
Tough shot from Bona. And then look at the rebound. Cater just goes up and snags it.
Teams that I've played for, if the post player is way off the block like that, you're not going to double.
Bona fouled and gets the hoop. Two-point ball game as we start the second half. Bona with the big left-handed swooping drive. Stefanovic dropping it off for Bona. Bona putting his shoulder down, going up strong, battling with Carlson, and Carlson rips it away.
Clark, not Steph Curry.
Bona loses the handle, regathers up and in. I thought he was going to completely lose that, but he stayed with it. Brandon Williams up and under, blocked by Carlson. Here comes Bona, too strong. Carlson has the ball knocked away, but it ends up in the hands of Utah.
Games. They go to Bona on the low block. His play lately has opened up opportunities for other guys, but he'll take that one himself and score.
It absolutely has opened up opportunities for other guys, and Mick Cronin.
They go to Bona. Reaching in is Simpson. Bona missed the shot. Buyuktingel couldn't finish it. And finally, Colorado. And now Andrews looking to run.
Well, how about Bona sprinting the floor? He's got to get the basketball. When your bigs run that hard, they got to get it.
Made the move, but couldn't finish it. Hits the deck hard. He's still down as Colorado. UCLA leading by 3. 5 after the alley-oop. Adem Bona back on the floor after the hard fall earlier. Nice pass as Bona gets the block. But the Bruins are getting out in transition, getting quality shots like that. A slam for Bona. Timeout, Colorado. The Bruins with their largest lead of the first. Freeing up Andrews, missed the jumper, but there's Bona with the offensive rebound right on cue with the stick back.
But you see the difference? There's contact on that from Lampkin, but Bona is more concerned about getting the 2 points than he is in this game.
They look to double Bona. He's been a hub for the offense lately. He's done a great job of passing. You see him get to the rim here, score, plus a foul. Adem Bona's stuff. Shot clock at 7. Bona on the post-up, got deep. Can't roll it home. But a foul is called as Williams tried to get the offensive rebound there. Well, he has elite leaping ability. Here's Bona. Missed the shot. Knocked out to Simpson. Important transition opportunity if it's there. But
yeah, could play another year. Driving inside. And ultimately, Bona grabs it and puts it up and in. So UCLA has stretched it back.
But it got a ton of work to do. Dug themselves a hole here.
Well, they did win in early January at Pauley Pavilion. Bona in and out. Celestine with the board. He's guarding Mack, now down to Bona. Bona and Amack. Patient, and he got it to go. That shows the growth of Adem Bona. Patient. That time short.
Right here, this push. Be aggressive here in the semi-transition opportunity. You get ball watching, and that's what happens.
Bona. Wow. Lowering that shoulder, but he left it short. Bona. Power dribble. Up. No. Tapped out, though. Around the arc.
Where he's at.
Bona wants to attack Amack. In and out, and Amack gets the rebound. Down inside to Bona. Adem Bona, spin it, going up, got it, and the foul. UCLA goes into the sophomore. Mack from long range. And there's another offensive rebound for the Bruins and Bona.
It's going to be a long night for Stanford if they don't start to get on their defensive board as UCLA capitalizes. They are a very, very good three-point shooting team, and UCLA's got to understand that and get out and close out on shooters.
Adem Bona across the key, and Brandon Angel clears the miss for the Cardinal.
Stanford's first shot.
The double team to Dylan Andrews. And a three for Dylan Andrews, and the reigning Pac-12 player of the week.
It's
puts UCLA up.
It's always dangerous when you strong side double. And that's what Gieler did. But like I was saying earlier about manufacturing offense, an underrated defender as well.
Adem Mara, 7'3" freshman from Spain. Stanford with the rebound. As Bynum, who started most of the year, then missed 4 games with a leg injury, has been coming off the bench now the last 4 for Jared Hass. He's waiting for the pull-up.
Nice. Took his time, put Gieler in jail with that stall dribble, and then side dribble out of it to the free throw line. Knocks down the mid-range. Pick up his 5th foul.
25 on the shot clock, 1:55 to play. Team fouls, 8 on UCLA, 10 on the Cardinal. Teams in the country has struggled from outside the arc tonight.
Well, we've known this all year, even though early they weren't winning as many games as we're accustomed to UCLA winning. The defense was there, and the defense
as disappointing and frustrating. They're coming off their second best game of the season. They changed the starting lineups. They've had 10 different ones this year, and Boogie Ellis can't get the first shot to fall.
Press.
Now you see the Ducks back into the 2-3 zone after the pressure.
Adem Bona steps through the double team for his first points.
And you can't have that, Roxy. If you're going to...
Brandon Williams cut off on the baseline. Adem Bona, the drop step, and a pretty finish.
How much has his game transferred?
For the Oregon Ducks to Pauley Pavilion tonight. And UCLA, a great start in the midst of a 14-2 run, as on the offensive glass, ripped away by Brandon Williams, and the Bruins.
As the Bees get to the baseline.
I like that.
Michael Rataj also coming on.
Rataj bigger than Stefanovic, and if he gets that matchup, he's got to use his strength, either putting it on the deck or
going at the high post. Not having Berke will be a factor for UCLA.
Tries to power his way through the double team, and Adem Bona with the bucket.
Looking like Sidney Wicks and his incredible, remarkable skill level, who could take it to the biggest and baddest of them all, including Artis Gilmore. Finally, a left hand from Adem Bona. We've seen it once. At a much better rhythm and pace, and it is all about the rhythm. Bona!
And the block by Joshua Morgan. 9th block shot for USC in the game.
Trainer and his dad.
Paul, describe your job, your life, and your career, and how and what you do,
He could be the #1 pick of the NBA draft. When you were watching him come through high school, what did you see with Collier?
Phenomenal playmaker. The best passer that I've seen in a long time. Come up through the game. He had the size. His start that way. He never starts off at the top. He works his way up to the top. You know, he tries to fit in, blend in, and then he starts to take over, just like in games.
Adem Bona on the offensive.
Superstar. Oh, my gosh. So, Paul, 200 nights on the road. How do you know where to go and who to see?
Well, from coaching a long time at Boston College.
A takeaway by Bona. Able to strip Balo. Goes right to the rim and throws it down. Terrific start for UCLA.
And did Tommy Lloyd give you a higher quality shot from the perimeter than what we've seen Arizona take early?
Bona hesitated for a moment and lost it. That foul, by the way, a moment ago.
Is electric. It's a red out. And these fans are waiting to explode, but their offense has got to get them going, and their offense starts with their defense. They've got to sustain and get multiple stops in a row. They don't bring the double that time. Look, they stayed with the pass at that time. They're playing one-on-one in the post.
Bona chests up on Balo and gets it to go.
And it's an 11-1 run right now for the Arizona Wildcats.
Bona lays it in. Can they take the punch from the Cat? Largest lead was 19. Balo, Bona, one-on-one. Balo stands his ground. Bona knocks it down right over the top.
Vertical and not fouling on that. Perez averages almost 7 free throw attempts a game. Adem Bona missed the jump hook, and here comes Jemiah Neal for ASU.
Now, neither team is going to get up and down. Gaffney's been able to poke it away from behind on Bona.
The jump hook by Adem Bona rattles in.
That's the difference in Bona now versus early in the year, taking his time. He was in the country. They were below 60 for a good stretch, so they've improved here in conference play.
Adem Bona.
Good strong move there. Didn't wait. He saw the double was there, but he's like, you know what? I'm just going to go over the top, string them together here.
Inside to Bona.
Again, good ball movement.
Not in a hurry. Here comes UCLA. Dylan Andrews. And there's Adem Bona to clean it up.
Who else would it be? That doesn't quit on any
for Arizona State.
No double that time. Bona makes him pay.
Rattles out the tip in by Brandon Williams.
And it's starting to...
Ball. Washington, UCLA.
We welcome those of you just joining us to Pauley Pavilion with Don McClain and our Pac-12 Network crew. Roxy Bernstein with you. The Bruins up 9-7.
That time of year, isn't it? The coaching carousel.
7-0 run for the Bruins. Now a 9-0 run. Adem Bona with the flush.
Interior passing and getting into the middle of that zone a little bit now.
Adem Bona.
I'm telling you, Roxy, he's improving by the game with his low post game. Good point. Like, their point differential is shockingly different.
Plus 86 in the second half as Adem Bona creates some space.
Another example of Bona taking his time, not going too fast.
Adem Bona goes to work down low.
See, here's the thing. If you take your time, I mean, they're still in position, only down 8.
Adem Bona.
Nice.
Speaking of in position.
Nice. Could have gone quick, changed it up again, caught it, felt it.
Good seal. Great entry pass. Also from Sebastian Mack to Adem Bona.
Breidenbach does a lot of good.
Adem Bona. Braxton Mia, the rebound, and it just seems that UCLA is so focused on
Has to get to where he trusts that jumper every time he's open. Like he should have shot that one right there. But a terrific pass.
Adem Bona to finish. 16 for Bona.
Under 40 from 2 as well for Washington.
Down low to Bona. And Adem Bona drops it in.
Well, Williams was a little late on the pass. And
the Bruins and Sebastian Mack come out of the crowd with the rebound.
Good decision there.
Adem Bona to finish. 20 for Bona.
More experienced teams find ways to win those close games, so it'll be interesting to see if they can turn the corner.
And you got Craig Smith on the other side. He's done an excellent job here at Utah. The Utes have not been to the NCAA tournament since 15 points coming in the lane. UCLA 6 paint points. Trying to get it down there to Bona. And Adem Bona, very talented. Freshman of the year in the Pac-12 last year. Wooden Award. Andrews around the Buchanan gel screen. Got it back to him. Extra pass Bona. And the strip by Badgema. Down court to Mad
Zone, except his went through without touching anything.
15-0 run by Utah. As finally it ends on that Bona jumper. UCLA's got to find some offense. McCronin said many times, can't play defense forever. At some point, the offense has to come through. And so far tonight, they're shooting 33% on this one. MarkMatson.com.
He must have gotten the rights to it.
Played 9 years in the league, twice a champion.
Very good player. Long arms, big
hits and leaves. Elon Feeble in for Stefanovic. So 10:42. We'll mark that down. That's when Fardaws Aimaq left with his 4th personal.
Well, and UCLA got it back under 10 too.
Brandon Williams knifing through.
Nice finish. Attack that zone press with purpose. Got a good look, an easy bucket.
You saw him get a season high 11 in Paris.
Great defense. Yeah. Speaking of swimming, have you seen the current Trevor Noah show on Netflix?
No. Oh my, that's nice by Collier. That little stop and start, change of gear.
Hesitation, change of pace, and jump in, initiate contact. Right in the presence of LeBron James.
Yes.
Victories against Stanford last year. Last time Stanford beat UCLA was January of 2021 in a game in Santa Cruz as the Bruins go inside to Adem Bona. Tough off-balance floater is short from Sebastian Mack, but cleaned up inside. The Bruins are up 4-zip, but it's Adem Bona again.
The right place at the right time because Sebastian.
Adem Bona. And he spins out for Bona, and Andre Stojakovic grabs another rebound.
He's really a great defensive player. Second team all-conference last season. Moves well without the ball, and if he can shoot it with the efficiency he has been since he's come back, man, that is a huge help for Stanford.
Looks like UCLA, Sean, is doing a good job of controlling the tempo. Stanford wants to play quicker, and Adem Bona off the inbound.
Fall asleep on an out-of-bounds underneath and allows
up on Buchanan gel. Adem Bona somehow wiggled that up and in.
He just stepped underneath.
Andrews probing. Nice dump down. This is where they need points from Bona. Turning and missing there.
Great rebound.
On with McClendon and Andrews. It's Williams. Bona. Great catch and finish.
Just what they worked on in yesterday's practice. Get that ball. I saw glimpses of what Evans Jr. could become. And they didn't even have Shellstad in that one.
Bonus fouled and he scores. And UCLA a shot at a three-point play.
Well, I love
Bona 3-man around him and he scores.
That's a great catch.
Second time they've been able to lift that backside. Yeah, it was.
Mack, Bona, collision. It's a block. It's a bucket. And a big play for the Bruins. Bona begging for the ball. They get it to him, and he scores. That's a nice entry by Dylan Andrews.
Tell you what, they've done a really good job.
Stefanovic. Bruins on the move. Trailing. Bona steps through and finishes. And UCLA with a spurt is within 3.
The other side of the court playing another. So something to keep an eye on tonight, how they guard this UCLA team that struggled so far to make threes.
And that's continued, which is why I brought up Stefanovic, because he was
would find him, Hawkes would find him, and all he had to do was finish. Now they're asking him to isolate on the block and get his own shot. And you feel like he's getting better at it, but you see the first couple times this year, only 24%. So, again, these guys were into conference play now. You hope they get a spark and can get some confidence back.
Job by Stefanovic. He steals a possession. And then Andrews sets up Brent.
Once he gets down there, slow down just a tick, find your target, and put it in.
That's a great point. I've never heard that said about basketball, and I analogize that to having coached Little League.
The world will tell you when shooting a free throw, you don't follow the ball flight.
Exactly.
You stay on your target.
Exactly. And again, our reflex, our instinct, perhaps, is to say, when I throw a ball to you, Beavers really want. He's healthy this year. Christian Wright, can he produce?
So what a possession. Multiple passes, one side of the floor to the other. Winds up with a wide open 3 for Wright. There to trap or force a turnover, but Wright gets his hand on a pass, and that leads to a turnover. UCLA 5 turnovers here in the first half. But you can expect
of the Pac-12 conference. Look at the hardy Beaver fans here. Well, they enjoy the score at halftime. 28. Here's the first fast break points of the game. I guess you call that a
poke. Getting the contact. They get the rebound and get out. They know they're down by Dylan Andrews that time.
It's funny tonight. The Bruins must be thinking this is a lot more fun because the game tonight is step back there. Oh, and he did. That time he went into the shooter. And
he was passing it,
yes,
though.
Yes. It'll still be.
But again, UCLA, don't foul. There's not enough time for Oregon State unless they stop the clock.
Pope wants the step back. Can't get it. Mack the long rebound. Fouled.
I don't understand why Morrow is guarding a 6'1" guy a foot at the three-point line. That kind of guy.
Andrews finds Bona cutting in, getting the basket. He's got all 4 for UCLA. 2000. Here's McClendon in the lane.
Oh, wild shot.
Loose ball. Adem Bona scoops it up. Even a wilder shot. And then Buyuktunjel is back after missing the last.
There's that point of emphasis of allowing travel.
Bona, little rhythm dribble. Missed the shot in the lane.
What a rebound by Juju. Over the top jump ball. Eric right on the.
Played a really tough schedule, but they are 7-3. They got some veteran guys. They're getting Gianni Hunt back, who hadn't played all year, transfer from Sacramento State and Oregon State where he started. So I'm anticipating
blocks. Jones went up and got it. Blazers maintaining possession. Bona stretching to the rim and one.
That is 6 fouls.
Off the block, 12 to shoot. Adem Bona hammers that dribble and rinses it with 2 hands.
Now that you got these guys in foul trouble, Songa doesn't want to pick up. So we'll get another crack at this unless UCLA gets an offensive rebound.
Bona from inside the line. Shot clock turned off. CSUN
all last year.
Bona with a little fake. He can make that little 15-footer.
Nice help on the defense. That one's in and out for Bona.
Power can really dominate at that rim, too.
Full team down low.
Likes the hook now. Let's see if he gets it. There you
Got
go.
it. Got it finished. And get it to drop. Rebound off to Ohio State. And Thornton's all wrapped up.
And a nice little set.
Bona faces up. And now trying to get around Key. Got it back and scored it with a left hand.
He may have got away with a discard. But good footwork by the big guy. Don't leave your feet.
McClendon the line. Bona lost the handle going up.
Trying to back screen Bona, and they work. What a job screening Stefanovic. And doing a good job denying Bona. Drop D.
Bona thought about the free throw line and instead went with the left hand.
I don't know why you leave your feet if you key on that bite. Let him shoot it.
Gives it up, Stefanovic. Bona, can he make it 3 straight? He's thinking about it. Got it.
Good job, patient. He loves that left shoulder hook. And Key's not. Got some foul issues here, and he gets beat.
Bona backpedals 1 step, missed the first time.
Way to go, big fella. He got on the pass out. Got.
Andrews thought about a 3. 5-minute mark. Gives it back. Bona's going to try it from 18. He got it.
Hey, listen. You give him that. Not your
46. 52 of 46 and no tournament appearance. Now, expectations were different at the time. But it takes time, especially in today's world with the transfer portal and everything else.
Indeed. We got a tie ball. There's a little curl with Stefanovic. Strong move. Bona high, arching off the window pane.
Patience, good footwork. That time Bona.
He needs some help. Gets it to Bona. Oh, use the window.
He called it.
How about that?
Has the potential to join that group. He's just a little bit behind, and not behind is Bona. That 15-foot jump shot.
If that shot continues.
Quarterback.
Yep. 29-26. Too strong. And it's pulled down. That was an errant shot.
Yeah, but it's Armstrong, his penetration that was able to sink the defense that gave Eric Dixon that wide open look.
Look at Bona. That's almost unfair.
No, it is unfair.
Actually having dropped 3, and particularly here at home, having dropped 2 games in the Big 5. In traffic. Bona had it knocked away. Bona! Hello! How do you do?
Come on!
Of those games. Maui Invitational. Playing 36 minutes a game, so that tells you how valuable he is for this UCLA team with his experience. He's a junior. Not really coming out much.
Turns his second.
And the fouls are 9-2 right now.
Who and how?
It's got to be one of the guards coming downhill with a full head of steam, and then some sort of action maybe on the weak side, a flare screen, a down screen of somebody coming off.
But this is a huge test for Adem.
UCLA probably thinking, Bill, as Adem Bona is able to clean up the spill after the free throw miss. UCLA may be thinking, what might...
After making a 3. As opposed to just running back down the court and playing defense.
This is a fun matchup right here. Bona and Ike able to hold firm on that occasion.
And to see what the tree has been able to do. The tree has got us started. Beautiful back cut by Bona. Cannot finish inside. Quick hands by Braden Huff. He is where he needs to be and where that ball is going.
Adem Bona lost it, got it back, and then just muscled his way past Anton Watson for the deuce.
You're taking your
grinding this game out so far, but it's a 9-0 UCLA run going back to the last minute of the first half. Here's Bona from the elbow. And a whistle underneath.
to put points on the board. And always one of the highest scoring teams. Great defense by EK.
Fun matchup, and Bona gives the too small gesture. For 23 back in January of 2021 at Portland. Here's Bona, deep touch. And the soft touch around the rim. Gonzaga
from the left block, the right block. Shades of Tim Duncan, Kevin McHale, Akeem Olajuwon. Beautiful.
Bona now up to double figures. He has 11.
Eric Bavard, 13 years as the coach of this incredible program. The host school.
The inbounds pass to Adem Bona. Adem Bona saying after the Marquette game.
Good job bringing this once great program back from the dead. Fan base just invigorated. Folly Pavilion never looked better. They play as a team. They represent all the positive values. Adem Bona just having his way.
It's a little too easy right there.
Well, in this tournament, why put it down a dive?
The harassing defense there by Ross Reed, but the ball winds up in the hands of Adem Bona, who knows what to do with it.
Fires up at Kula and Kihei, Lahaina. Oh my, perspective, relativity, tolerance and patience. Bank it in, Adem Bona, yes. The show is on. Visalia, gateway to Sequoia National Park. Have you ever stood next to one of those big trees?
Yeah, it is breathtaking.
You have? Is that an answer? Is that an affirmative answer?
Yes, I have, as a matter of fact.
Largest city in all of Spain.
A couple of extra touches. Here's Mack as UCLA stayed with it. Bona got blocked on the way back up.
Scott, perfection. And that's what we tried to do with that essay piece that Candace Jordan and Jeff Saracen were just magnificent in putting together.
You also, if I may say,
Coach Todd Smith in his 17th year with the Golden Eagles, who used to be called the
my goodness, Adem Bona with the poster.
But the way that Marquette, she's not a thing, she's my wife, but I can't think of a better word than greatest everything ever. Great ball movement, Lazarus.
Bona behind the D.
Beautiful spacing. There anymore, and it's a whole new team. Beautiful.
Look at that, Adem Bona with authority. 8-0 UCLA.
From Marquette. We've had some coaches in there. Tex Winter, Eddie Hickey, and Al McGuire.
Bona strong with it. The offensive board, though, by Stefanovic, and it's going to actually result in a foul against Marquette.
Right now. Back from the brink of oh my gosh.
Launches, gets airborne.
Yeah. Great pressure defense extended by the Golden Eagles.
Bona over Iguodaro, too strong with it, and Oso clears the rebound.
Oso strong.
Under 3 minutes to play. Golden Eagles by 1. Bona with the 4 fouls, trying to go to work. The jump hook left it short. And the rebound caroms to Kolek.
In the right place at the... They got Chase Ross on him with 4 sides.
Inbound to Bona. Working against Iguodaro. What a move!
Exquisite footwork.
Mid-major coming in here playing high-major UCLA. Do you really want to go up and down with them? Because the more possessions favors the more talented, better team. We've seen that for years.
From Slovenia. Spent the last 4 years playing in Madrid, Spain.
Fouls are 6-0 here to start. First 6+ minutes. UCLA
CAA tournament.
He's going to be a big part of this UCLA team this year. One of the only veteran players on the roster. He's going to be counted on to play that trip. Malibu and Westwood.
And Lafayette did it in reverse order.
Yep.
Eric Acker hits the brakes, feeds the post. Here's in. RJ Green here, and on rotation, Washington gets it back. 10 to shoot. Green goes to work. Step in that direction.
That's right, and you're right about that. And I have thought that because it seemed like any time a defender stepped in anywhere, anytime, at any point, whatever, that it was always a charge.
So it's who can do that on the perimeter makes it possible to make room for Amara at the 5.
Especially when you run into teams that have scoring guards, you know, that they run a ton of ball screens, they run the wheel or flow. See him, and first time I saw him, yeah, he's long, but then you see Mara's length, and you're like, well, yeah, he's long, but he's not long like Mara.
He still has to jump to dunk.
It's your way, and so the more you have a routine and things you do to get ready to play, the more the less unnerving that is. If you have the
R.J. Green brings the whistle with 3:24 to go, and he'll be at the foul line when we close out UCLA's 3rd win of the season here at College. Big night at the foul line for UCLA. Now 16 of 22 as a group. Off the side screen from Bona. They do get it in deep to Adem, building off a career high on Monday. Misses his first attempt here, and a rebound to Butler.
The one thing you have to appreciate about us.
Bruins will pick up full here. A little bit of pester pressure in the backcourt. Second and 2 for Chris Rubio.
NEC, the Northeastern Conference. He transferred to UMass. Beautiful pass.
Nice job there. That's Andrews giving it back to Bona.
Throw it down one time. No need to walk it up. You got an incredibly deep team. Tons of guys hungry, lather it up, ready to play.
That. Oh. Be an interesting addition to his game this year, wouldn't it?
Now, Adem Bona should just make a huge lift.
Oh, look at that. Well, there you go, getting dunks in the first 4 minutes. Good sign for UCLA. Bona and Andrews.
Great defense. Eli Wilborn. Rob Krimmel is going to have a ton of options to play.
Cruise through like you do in some of these other leagues where you don't play anybody.
Yeah, you play the Sisters of the Poor.
Michigan. And there's a rebound by
college rounds, and we had a great time. And
Bona.
Irving Stone spent the last 15 years of his year. You ever been to Western Pennsylvania?
I have. I've never been to Loretto, but I've been to Greater Pittsburgh quite a bit. There's a tonight is Berka Buyumtugel from Turkey, 6'9", and
he's a full 6'9".
Yeah. Bona.
Okay. And they say left-handed.
New collection of people. He's the guy that's emerged a little bit the closest thing to a leader right now.
He's the only one on this entire Red Flash team who's ever started a college basketball game before. The front court has not had their finest moment. And just so strong. Oh.
Games together in Notre Dame.
And the Pope is named Francis this year, like St. Francis. Great move there.
Oh, That's a goaltend. So 2 more for Bona.
Now he's playing like Sid. So the sports information director for women's basketball here at UCLA.
And there's more for Bona.
His name is Corey.
Yes.
And so he came over. Never forget that.
That's Stefanovic.
What hand.
Yeah.
What balance. You know, Dave Cowens fouled out like his first. Another one is the quality of the ownership level at the NBA.
Look at that. Dem Bona. And that was got a mismatch down there, and he just...
And Joe Anderson, the all-time scorer, were the guys. And they lost that year in the first round to Arizona. Throw it down one time at Dem Bona.
Well, here's the other. I mean, just Bill.
There's Vlade Divac, Peja Stojakovic, and now the best player in the world, Nikola Jokic. And they just keep getting better.
It's just easy.
On Jackson Shellstad. And one more for Dylan Andrews after missing the first, misses the second. Adem Bona, the offensive rebound. One thing I'll say with certainty is Sebastian Mack launches a 3, and that's off. Bona on the offensive glass. That if Sebastian Mack goes scoreless again today, Evans the rebound. Here comes Jackson Shellstad. Pull up 3. And the rebound, Adem Bona for UCLA.
Mentioned the Peyton Pritchard connection there.
Pass attempt.
Yep.
Therefore, they put the shot clock at 20. Doesn't matter. J.G. and Tracy quickly pulls the trigger on a 3.
Yeah, kind of a quick shot there. They could get that shot.
Jay Simpson in that game, 5 buffs and double figures against Oregon State. As off balance, Jordan Pope looking for a call, and Adem Bona claims the miss. After getting his second foul. But Oregon State trailing by as many as 7. And Adem Bona claims the miss.
And you look up, Roxy, it feels like this game is UCLA by 7, 8.
Tyler Bilodeau missing from deep, and Adem Bona tracks it down for UCLA.
And that was what Wayne Tinkle was talking about, just one pass and a shot.
I hesitated on the foul call because Tyler Bilodeau was in the area. Brandon Williams goes baseline. Shot changed by Justin Rochland. And then a foul will send UCLA to the line. Show Marial underneath. And the 7-2, Marial missing a fadeaway when he was right underneath the hoop.
Yeah, just got off balance there. He had the size, but
Dexter Acano, too strong. Justin Rochland keeps it alive. Jordan Pope, short on the 3. Adem Bona the rebound. And a foul, the 4th on Tyler Bilodeau.
Well, you wonder Pope has been short.
Adem Bona's been active early, trying to shrug off Selabunge. Gets it back after being blocked. Andrews looking to make a move, had it knocked away as well, and UCLA resets. For Jemiah Neal. Neal's pushing. Leaves it for Kamari, lands a 3. That's in and out. And a rebound for the big man, Bona.
Kamari Lands is one of the players that's going to get extra minutes and extra shots.
We've only seen 7 in this game for ASU. Neal trying to step around Stefanovic, misses the 3. And Adem Bona gets the rebound.
Sun Devils need to get dribble penetration. In the NBA during his time and averaged 20 points a game at Cincinnati, but it took Kenyon Martin a long time to realize that as Adam Miller misses the 3 for Arizona State. Kenyon Martin, it was a slow build. See pictures of James when he played at Arizona State, which was 2009. His beard was a lot less rugged.
Well, the Clippers are pretty good. They might make a...
We got to remember the three-point line wasn't adopted in college basketball until the 1986-87 season.
Miller missing the 3. And a rebound for Adem Bona. Lands running through the paint as he put that shot up. Bona gets the rebound. UCLA needs to find some offense. They find themselves down by 7. So we get toward the mid shot clock at 8 for Kamari Lands. Turnaround jumper. That's short. And there's a rebound for Bona. How about this one, Casey? UCLA is 5 for 20 on 2-point tries in this game.
Oh, that's the free throw line. How do you explain that? He's got a nice stroke. For him to be sub 60% at the foul line is weird. Take a look at one of the weirdest stats you will see all season, folks. 2-point shooting. Adem Bona doing his job. The rest of the team from 2 is 0 for 14 and now 0 for 15.
Bona falling back, gets the rebound, and he's fouled. That is really incredible. We're about three. Gaffney attacks the basket, turnaround jumper, bounces out. Bona falls for the rebound. Second chance for UCLA. Double-double for Adem. I think, too, as we get toward the end here, Arizona State's 4 for 11 at the free throw line in this game. A couple of opportunities where they could have extended their lead into double digits, and they missed both ends.
Arizona looking to push tempo. Here's Love from deep. In and out. And a rebound for Bona. Hello, kind of old school bigs. Kind of fun to see them both involved early on here on the low block. Larson, tough shot. Bona, another rebound. Very active on the glass so far. Rivalry in the West. And in talking with Mick Cronin and some of the Arizona folks as well, as McClennan's three is off the mark, Bona got the stick back to tie it at 15. There's some momentum to also young in terms of age. Almost all their freshmen are still 18 years old. As Krivas missed the front end of the 1-and-1, and he's a near 80% foul shooter.
On the floor, he's an MVP candidate. Is his team having an MVP year? I would not say so. I think there's been a lot of stuff, but Jason Tatum has had an outstanding season thus far.
Jokic, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, Luka. Love tripped, but still got the ball down low to Ballo. Blocked by Bona. Adem Bona with 3 blocks and 2 steals in this game.
No, games. Late in games, you're absolutely right. He's got a nice looking shot though, and he's got good touch. He just has to work on it. Free throws, Ted. The young kids, they don't. It's not sexy, man. They don't work on it at all. His threes.
Brooks driving, bumped on his way to the bucket. No call.
Good no call there. Adem Bona is allowed to go vertical. You got to.
Brooks too strong on the baseline.
You see how UCLA is a lot more deliberate.
Mia grabs the rebound. Here comes Wheeler on the run.
Oh, that almost went out of bounds.
Andrew has checked into the game for the Huskies. Okay, he thinks about it, pulls the trigger.
And that's not his game either, Paul. Okay, he's kind of a fill-in.
UCLA 2 of 4 from 3-point range. Washington exactly the same here in the early goings.
He's a two-way player.
Stefanovic again from the corner. Bona going sky high for the rebound, but gets called for the travel as he's falling down. Doesn't get rid of it in time.
For everyone to see. And when he's unhappy, you definitely know it. And I think he was frustrated that Adem Bona didn't hear him call switch, and he ends up with the foul.
% free throw shooter this season. In and out for the Seattle native. Won a state title at nearby Garth, collapsing on him as soon as he puts the ball on the ground. Here's Wheeler looking for three-pointer number 4. No good. In the long run, as Stefanovic throws it up there, he was looking for Bona. Bona able to keep it alive.
You know, it was definitely a pass. It was.
Mia.
Braxton Mia didn't even bother to run that. He's trying to save that left.
Now the Ducks, they've gone inside, and everything has changed.
Nice pass at Adem Bona to a cutting Brandon Williams.
How about Bona showing the skill and playmaking ability? Little pop. Good hands by Bona there.
Bona to Dylan Andrews.
They're kind of playing just 1-2 punch, aren't they? Roxy, because you just look up, it feels like 10 or 13. Oregon State's got tons of energy. UCLA better watch out.
Dylan Andrews answers a new career high of 23. Team foul number 6 on Oregon State. Lazar Stefanovic, the deep 2. And Stefanovic, that's his first points of the game.
And if I'm Oregon State, I am focused
on obviously Bona and Andrews here. You can't help down off of Andrews.
Dylan Andrews is feeling it.
Yeah,
he was way behind the line.
First half for Neal. Adam Miller led the Sun Devils with 11. Stefanovic hit a couple of threes in that first half. Gets it back, puts it up. And UCLA on the board to start the second half. There was a foul there. Figured these two teams wouldn't score much, and they haven't.
This pass.
Pass to Stefanovic. Catch and shoot. He hits the three.
The fourth before that was not available, we're told. So obviously you would have to think it goes beyond 97, but that's all that we have for it. Stefanovic's three around and down. Just the third made three for the Bruins.
Well, that almost went out of bounds.
Andrews with the pull-up. First bucket of the game for the Bruins.
And Dylan Andrews.
Washington, exactly the same here in the early goings. Bona back out to Stefanovic for another three.
Bona, that double team was wicked.
Nice pass in the lane. And then it's Dylan Andrews with the easy 10-footer. They were 3-5 in conference play, now sitting at 9-5 in fourth place. To your point, wide open three from Will McClendon is good. He has not.
So we have a long way to go for UCLA.
As for Colorado, as the three goes for Andrews to push the lead to 5. What are your thoughts?
To Williams. UCLA largest lead at 10. Looking to add to it. Bona finding Stefanovic. That's his shot. Money in the bank, and the lead is 13. Left it short, and the rebound tip to Andrei Stojakovic, and it's controlled by the Cardinal.
Reynaud's got to match Bona's physicality down there. Bona's pushing him under and getting these offensive rebounds.
Backboards here.
Yeah.
And so the shot clock never started, but the game clock was going.
And I've never asked this question, so I don't know.
Wild shot by Sebastian Mack, but cleaned up by Berke Buktunjel.
Well, that's what happened.
(22-15). Adem Bona backing in.
Trying to get to that right hand.
Three! Second three for Will McClendon.
Mitch has done all right, made a few shots. I'm not sure why Adem Bona doesn't turn and face people. I mean, he's so quick.
Lazar Stefanovic from deep beats the shot clock.
Stefanovic from the corner with the answer. If they can knock down threes, that has been the week.
Because we've seen Arizona's pressure kind of push them further and further off that three-point line, which changes the angles of all of your passes.
Stefanovic has another. He's got 3 triples.
It's final season, final meeting inside the McHale Center. The Bruins have come to play. Now it's up to the Arizona Wildcats to respond here in the second half, and you can't allow Sebastian Mack to shoot a...
Can't be hesitation, and it can't be turning down open jumpers. Berke that time turned it down. This time he doesn't.
And a clean look at a three for Berke Buktunjel.
And I just think if it's got like a...
Averaged 11.5 points per game last year at LSU. Lazar Stefanovic answers for UCLA.
The strong side double. Stefanovic went back.
He had a really good couple of game stretch when the Sun Devils were in the NCAA tournament, and I think that propelled him into the offseason.
No doubt.
The confidence. Will McClendon for UCLA.
UCLA needed that bucket. Go back. No double yet.
Dylan Andrews, a three.
Second time, strong side double. UCLA makes him pay for.
So from down 15, it's a 2-point game. Will McClendon for the lead. UCLA goes in front.
See, that's what I was.
Here he is on the block.
On the move and a three. Will McClendon.
Unselfish play by Bona. Minutes based on production. I think we're going to start to see more Rodney Brown. His ability to stretch the floor and make threes. Played really well the other night at USC.
That's 13 points on 3 makes from behind the arc.
Miss for Ellis. And Benny Geeler back. And this is just talking to Jared Haas today. This is what Benny Geeler played 20 minutes at Pauley the other night. Jared likes the pace at which Geeler plays the game.
Zona off the bench when he hit 6 of 8 from 3 at Maples Pavilion on Sunday. And the long 2 rattles in. Sebastian Mack.
He'll take the matchup on Bona.
Can UCLA take advantage?
Andrews with a foot in front of the line. That's a long 2 below the break for Dylan Andrews.
Shooting 40.
UCLA looking for some offense. That's been common thread in their season so far.
He can do it.
Nice jumper outside by Andrews.
Really good player. Good one-on-one player as well.
Bona working high-low with Mata. Ooh, the iron kind. To the young man that can actually hit threes.
Tweaked that right thumb, but looked all right on that release. Here is Stefanovic for 3. Right back at you, he says.
If you don't have...
The only other one I know is Cosmo Kramer from Seinfeld. But that's a fictional character. I'm based on a real person. Based on a real person. But
I know a lot of Cosmos.
You were saying, Don?
I was saying there was a couple hiccups last night, but based on what I've seen about half the league so far and what we know about
He had a good start here, and he'll be critical.
And that's the name we haven't mentioned. That's a familiar name, and that's a rarity in the big Cronin time here as Nuba dunks.
Something they worked on all day. All-around game. Great passing.
And Nuba scores it. This continues to be in the...
Really been working through Bona early on in games. No double. They trust Dante down in the post.
And before he went up for the shot, he walked, stumbling and a travel on Adem Bona. Bona looking to back his way in. Wow. And a travel on Adem Bona.
Let him play down there. That was good. They let him.
It's interesting. They are really going to Bona early, aren't they, Roxy? Like playing through Bona almost every possession here.
And it's knocked away from Bona. Here comes Jordan Pope. Bona a steal, but then throws it right back to Oregon State and Christian Wright. Josiah Bona kicks it out of bounds. We're going the other way. It belongs to the Beavers. Dylan Andrews and Adem Bona.
I think because UCLA, so if you watch this pass, because they're so physical, that's why Pope missed.
And a steal from the blind side as Josiah Lake picked the pocket of Adem Bona, and then he is knocked over it.
With some people, right, the defensive player of the year. Was it Bona? Was it Kobe Johnson? Was it maybe Frankie Collins from ASU? Just see Pope throw that away. But
inside out is what they really need right now.
Adem Bona trying to go inside to him, but it's a foul on UCLA.
Transfer for ASU, who's really kind of an X factor for them from the perimeter, one of the better shooters on a team that struggles from deep.
And Reggie Miller, Cheryl Miller, and well, now Adam Miller gets a 3 here at Pauley Pavilion as well. Arizona State, they got out-rebounded by 10 against USC the other day. Bona charging the basket, and a travel is called.
I'm not sure I saw the travel on that one.
Depends what time we get those cookies.
Yeah, you're right about that. Some D.D. Reese cookies. I smell them in here. Oh, nice pass.
Bona pushed off of Selabunge as the pass was coming. So it's an offensive foul. The second foul for Bona.
Adem Bona only 2 points so far in the second half. Both came at the foul line.
They've been a little bit tighter defensively on him too. And now he loses the ball with the turnover.
Adem Bona has
sent from the free throw line tonight.
Where's the double team coming here?
Bona trying to shrug off whoever's around him, and he traveled.
With the tradition, look, we understand. We've seen different conferences break up. The Pac-12 was one of the last standing. As you see the 3 seconds, I was wondering, we've been talking for 15 seconds. He's been in the paint the offensive end, on the defensive end. The hustle plays, offensive rebounding.
Out of control here, turned it over.
Just when I was complimenting him.
Johnson down court, pump fake.
I'm going to go so fast you can't stop him.
He is lightning quick. Yeah, Adem Bona has
the ball. That was a hook. And
definitely, that was an obvious.
Yeah, you saw it.
I could call that from over here.
Yeah, you did.
Stefanovic again from the corner. Bona going sky high for the rebound, but gets called for the travel as he's falling down. Doesn't get rid of it in time.
Yeah, he's claiming that he was grabbed by the jerk. He's communicating to his teammates that he wants the ball and that he's ready to shoot.
Bona driving and called for the offensive foul. Good deep.
Adem Bona on the block. And a travel. No, a double dribble's been called.
Another turnover.
Another UCLA giveaway.
Empty possessions. You can.
Boogie Ellis won't drop, and a foul going for the rebound, and it's on UCLA.
I think it's on Stefanovic.
Cannot afford to do that. Double team coming on Bona. Forcing the turnover. Here's Erickson on the break by himself.
Straight road wins, and that is the sign of a quality team. What do you do when you get away from home? As Bona not happy about picking up that foul, he felt as though he was being great.
It's hard for Mark Madsen, I'm sure, to keep track of that in practice.
Here's Bona, and they're going to get him for steps. The Cardinal, to take a look at a first half stats presented by Fubo. Don Stanford shot 52% from the floor in the first half.
You would think they'd be winning by shooting 52%. They're not. Eight turnovers.
To Pauley Pavilion. But for them, when you're sitting on the bus, Corey, for that long, as Jackson Shelstead saves it ahead for Cario Oquindo, who finishes.
Some real studs in the front court. Vince DePrince, Joshua Morgan, and one of my favorites, Kajani Wright. Great hands defensively. Vince DePrince is hurt.
Adem Bona.
They got to watch him. It's a retirement of Arthur Bartner. Let it fly, Adem, please.
Knocked away by Boogie Ellis, who got off to a good start, but hasn't done much since.
It's too strong. An offensive rebound, though. And a fresh shot clock. Bona able to set things back up, but then took steps.
Pacers are now a destination spot, and of course they improved their roster this week by the trade acquisition of Pascal Siakam.
Moving screen called on Bona.
And so
Adem Bona had it stripped by lunging Alonzo Gaffney.
Talking to Bobby Hurley, you and I both talked to him today. The one thing with Berke.
Broken up. Last touch by UCLA. It was off Will McClendon. Arizona State 27, UCLA
That takes a look. See where second defender coming from. Good hand, Brooks.
Ahead for Paul Mulcahy. Blocked by Lazar Stefanovic and Adem.
Get good at drawing fouls as they didn't trust their jumper. So the key is to get good at drawing fouls, but then get good at making shots so you can do either.
Xavier Wheeler, the steal. And
I would be surprised.
I would too. because last year, even as a freshman, that was his role, was to rebound, block shots, play defense.
Lovering daring Bona to shoot that. Now they're going to call Bona for an offensive foul on the screen. That's his first and the sixth on UCLA. Broke it up. And then Bona getting position on the other end. Blocked by Lovering. Another held ball situation. And it goes to Utah this time. Good recovery by Lovering.
Behind the curtain. Watch the...
Let's take a look at the road to Vegas, our Pac-12 standing. Presented by Las Vegas, home of the Pac-12 tournament. ASU leading the way at 4-0. Just at how it happened. Close game late with CU.
Colorado, KJ Simpson's been unbelievably good so far this year. He gets blocked there. And what's interesting is Arizona State's not...
Fender over the top and fouled again. Ronnie Brown Jr. signed with the previous coaching staff.
All right, our Saturday afternoon Old Trapper beepy moment will start as a trivia quiz. We're going to show you a picture and tell me which one of these three is not a strength and conditioning coach.
He's going to put this one away. The Cardinal will go to 2-1 in back-to-back games. Beat Arizona and now win at UCLA.
Got him down low, going at the freshman. Bona back and spinning, stripped to the ball. Barthélemy, trailer is Trey teams now. Division I.
Yeah, it changes almost annually.
Stefanovic, Bona with a moving screen. It's the second time we've seen Kuznard in a collision.
These teams now are scouted differently, scouted more. They're going to know that he wants to draw fouls, and they're not going to foul him. They're going to make Sebastian Mack make shots now that we're in conference play. From three, OSU up 4 early.
Pac-12 basketball presented by Nextiva. All right, Don, let's focus in on your... Will McClendon in right now. Sebastian Mack is getting a rest. Bilodeau got free.
Player, at least more veteran than most on this court. He's got to understand, if you're looking for that contact, I got to go up with the shot. Although it is now the double bonus, so he will get 2 shots.
That's true.
And a tremendous broadcaster in his own right. Lazar Stefanovic just missed.
And a Bona, rare appearance for Bona, who only played 8 minutes because of foul trouble. In fact, here's a stat.
It's a heat check and it's time to milk him. Beautiful defense here. Geronimo!
Jordan Geronimo from Newark, New Jersey, started out in Bloomington.
To McClendon. Another offensive rebound.
Good pursuit.
Bona couldn't catch it cleanly, and it went off his leg.
Sure improved.
Off another deflection. Some numbers if they hurry. McClendon settles it down. Bona doubled immediately. Coughed it up.
That's what I'm saying, kind of the high-low action.
Adem Bona with 8 to shoot. Knocked off the block by 2 defenders. Opposite, too tall for Stefanovic. Mistimed his jump.
Well, you can see the difference in CSUN getting whatever they wanted on the offensive end.
The immediate double to dig it out of the hands of Bona. Andrews looking for a new game. Bona on the offensive glass. Tied up, and the arrow sends it the other.
You don't need a 3 still. Still plenty of time.
Mack lays it off for Bona. Back-to-back giveaways for the Bruins in crunch time.
Keeper down there, right?
They love him.
Nice denial on all spots, and there's that cheap foul. Bona didn't want anybody coming in better during the course of the year with his practice and moments like this.
Bona trying to get key off him.
Late double, nice rotation. Gorgeous.
And a steal, and now pinned against.
Nice.
Here's Bona offensively.
Yeah, nice shape up and help.
Gonna have a late violation.
Well, he said he bounced it and picked it up and bounced it again.
Stayed planted on Bamba's pump fake down low.
Bona lost the dribble on that drive. Taken out of there by Bamba, and it's Bona. That was just an error in judgment. Bona went yin, Mata went yang, and it's a turnover.
Yeah, but Mara wanted it up top.
Tanny's a grad transfer here at UC Riverside. He's going to help them.
What have you made of Berka so far as he rotates it through the top?
I think he's fouled much.
It's 79% from the foul line so far as a Bruin.
That's what can happen if you let a team hang around. Something spectacular can happen. Let's hope not.
Yeah, he's been back ever since that first game against Purdue, the eventual champion.
And then comes away with the strip there. Lead pass. Hickman, layup. No, but he's fouled.
Magnificently.
They get it to Bona. Squares up this time.
That's an offensive
Oh, and he's going to be called for the offensive foul. You called it in the act there, Bill. 4 fouls.
Incredible guards at UCLA. Also with Jamal Wilkes, whose son Jordan is here today, scouting for the Charlotte Hornets.
Good defensive play again.
But it's cumulative score.
That's right.
It's like winning a stage race in bike racing. Oh,
Bona sent that one into the tunnel. Amir Thomas is 5 for help.
When they were waiting to get started.
Here's Bona trying to turn the corner, got cut off.
Jumping up and down.
And left the floor, yeah. So just as we were talking about UCLA, Bona.
When Tyler Coley gets the ball in a low post, his ability to score, his ability to trick people, he is left-handed. Nobody was bigger or stronger than I ever played against than Artis Gilman.
Bona got stripped down low by Iguodaro.
Great defensive rotation that time.
It appears it'll be on the floor, so wave that dunk off by Bona. Take a look at the physical action underneath, Bill.
Yeah, and Shaka Smart is saying, oh boy.
That's what the young guys are going to have to mature, all of them, because everyone's going to get an opportunity. Bona's got to be dominant. He, for the most part, has been here early in the season. And then the offense needs to continue. Switch the first one tonight.
A long 2 for Andrews, waved off on an illegal screen.
Bona was moving into that pick.
They were here. They came out here 5 years ago, played a non-conference game.
Got pounded.
And they're opening the season here as part of a 3-game swing. They're going to go up to the Bay Area, play San Francisco and
Dexter Akano, 5 on the shot clock. Akano up and under. Double pump, Bona blocked the shot. Loose ball, Jordan Pope, and a shot clock violation, Oregon State.
Last year, in the last couple of years, they had veteran guys, Jaquez, Campbell. They had good young talent as Johnson on a breakaway was challenged by Bona, and I don't know if Bona blocked it or if Johnson just lost the ball. Each team will play one more Pac-12 game this weekend. UCLA home against Arizona State. Arizona at USC as Bona blocks Lewis.
Bona is just impressive everywhere.
And three-point shooting. Love tripped, but still got the ball down low to Ballo. Blocked by Bona. Adem Bona with 3 blocks and 2 steals in this game.
That's for Arizona here.
Time spent viewing, you have a lot of different listeners checking in, so you got to remind him of the key storylines. As Bona gets his 4th block. And Keyshawn Johnson has controlled the defensive glass for Arizona. Another block. Gonna stay with the Wildcats.
That was a nice move, Ted. He did everything but finish.
Winsu kept it all the way, and Bona swats it.
Boy, he can get off the floor. What great timing.
Or at least for a sustained period of time, full court press. But you got to start trapping and doing whatever they can.
Look at Wheeler splitting the triple team. Bona with the block. Gonna stay here. Well, he's so.
Adem Bona blocks the shot of Isaiah Collier.
Carlson thinking about it. Bona out on Carlson. Carlson driving. Kind of nowhere to go. Bona right there in his face the whole time.
Ball.
Adem guarded by Stefanovic. Driving and blocked. Active on both ends of the floor.
You call that a
12 play. And you just mentioned an easy one. There were so many games earlier this year where nothing offensively was easy as Bona gets the block. But the Bruins are getting out in transition.
Navigating, kicking it out. Shot clock down at 3. Cone blocked by Bona. There's the defensive presence of the sophomore Adem Bona at the line.
You got to put that behind you.
Tyson on the drive up. Bona with a block. Amac, well, that one was also altered, but finally Amac sticks it home.
Brandon Angel, strong. He's a veteran player in this league at Stanford. Just uses that strength to go through.
A.J. Evans, the freshman for Oregon. Evans on the attack. Denied by Adem Bona. And out of bounds, last touch by Dylan Andrews will stay at this end. Here comes Jackson Shelstad with speed up the floor. Jadrian Tracy lost it going up. Here comes UCLA countering.
For a quick answer, so much better now than it was earlier in the year. Bona, he's now taking his time, goes quick when he after he's already surveyed it. Early in the season, going way too fast down there in the
first half, building that 19-point lead. And then they wilted under the pressure of the crowd. Send it back.
Adem Bona blocks Boogie Ellis. 2-on-1. Dylan Andrews in trap.
Mick Cronin wanted a foul.
They always do.
Joshua Morgan met at the rim by Adem Bona, and it's picked up by the Bruins.
Larson gives it up. Eshaw Johnson goes right at Bona, muscles it up, and gets shut down.
Good job by Bona, not coming down with his arms. He got an early foul.
From the nail in the middle. We've obviously talked about them becoming strong side passer double.
Adem Bona comes over to block the shot of Jose Perez.
This guy.
Stefanovic. And Adam Miller, the miss.
That's a good shot. There's good ball movement, got a clean look.
Block number 5 for Adem Bona, who came out of nowhere and
good pass.
Brian Selafonge. And another block for Adem Bona. That's 6 block shots for Bona.
Made a miss. So UCLA speeding up Cal a little bit with their press.
See if UCLA stays with that, or was that just out of the timeout, baseline out of bounds for Cal?
On the skills factory team with Kanan Carlisle, with Isaiah Collier, these guys all grew up together playing fantastic AAU basketball.
Isaiah set.
And Adem Bona blocks a shot as he went all the way up the ladder that time. Here, I'm convinced. Maxime Renault thought about it. Now, Adem Bona swats it into the stands. What a recovery from... Brandon Angel. Adem Bona comes over and blocks another. From 10 down in the first half is up 5. Inside to James Keefe. And Adem Bona with his 4th block shot of the night.
Shelstad, Rigsby in the backcourt for Oregon. Backing in is Diawara. And a wild shot. Clock didn't reset. Through through, and he missed the runner. Evans falling down has the rebound. Oquendo blocked by Bona, trailing the play.
Player has to be aggressive and looking to take Bona off the dribble.
Bona off a switch, comes over and knocks the ball away. Shelstad's shot got up. It's going to stay. Evans trying to clear space. Oquendo against Bona. That's another block.
It's on that in this game. Really impressed with the poise of these Bruins and the fight.
Tracy driving, 5 blocks for Bona. No reset.
The Beavers, just looking at Bona's year, this will be the 3rd game this year that he's played 30-plus minutes. And that number needs to go way up.
Maryland up by 13, led by 20 at 1 point. Young, nice catch by Reese. Oh, Bona swats it away, but it stays Maryland ball.
A lot of time.
They're taking Ohio State totally out of their offensive rhythm. That's what he's got to do to get going. What a block. Bona.
That dribble drive is rejected. Nice work inside by Bona.
And you see the
over 5 minutes now, this drought for Villanova. Another rejection inside and a shot clock violation. Adem Bona has been we borrowed a page from Villanova with the pump fake. Again, a strong drive, but nothing doing for Bamba.
Last night, kind of hanging around for a while in that game.
So the silver sword, Bona, phenomenal block.
I think that was blocked by both Mata and Bona. And Angel Gray as the shot goes in for Lazar Stefanovic, UCLA, and number 4 Marquette, the capper here for day 1 festivities. And UCLA with the takeaway. Please, the speed.
Sebastian Mack has played superb. Plus, he gets to the free throw line in 3.5 games.
Iguodala blocked by Bona.
Surprised he didn't call that one.
In the front court. Strickland turned away.
There's nothing there. If you're thinking you're going to drive and score tonight with Mara and Bona out there,
at the program.
Good.
Now entering a new era with Rod Strickland at the helm.
Thought he was going to light it.
D-Day with the short clock. Maybe it comes here. Rejects the high screen. Pulls up inside the line.
Which was honored today by St. Francis, although they really were honoring. There's a big block. Look at a block with a little stare.
Hey, that was a long time ago. It was 53 years ago. When I got here, I think I weighed 200 pounds. I'm more than that now. Lazar Stefanovic has really had a good start here, and he'll be critical. But the Sidney Wicks was exquisitely skilled.
Oh, no, man.
Flash doing a remarkable job of keeping these people going. The Eric Taylor story is a wonderful one.
Oh, Bona. That's a block.
That's a
40 feet. I love how they play, how hard they work on every possession.
Mario can't handle the pass. Adem Bona looks to attack. Bona runs over Bilodeau. UCLA has scored 8 straight. Bona a steal, but then throws it right back to Oregon State and Christian Wright.
On the glass.
They're facing one of the worst rebounding teams in the Pac-12 tonight.
With Arizona State, they got out-rebounded by 10 against USC the other day. He might climb the entire seating area here. He was on the prowl. A turnover there as UCLA comes away. Bona with the pass up ahead. Gets it back. 16 unanswered for UCLA. And now a steal. Bona's going to try it again.
Now.
Arizona State has not scored in 7.5 minutes. And another turnover. McClendon for 3.
That's when they're more likely to have a great tournament run.
Entry pass knocked away and stolen by Bona. Here's McClendon up the floor. Here's Love around the ball, those screen. Good hedge by Bona and a turnover. And then a foul called on Arizona. That's
Boyle, talk to us about. You have to be able to play through the physicality of UCLA. Hallie's had a number of opportunities in the paint. And again, there's going to be contact in
Colorado. They're still shooting about 50% for the game. Hadley knocked away by Bona. Mack running the floor into Simpson. And
straight line drives early in the season, looking for whistles almost every time now, looking to make a play instead of just looking to get fouled.
Adem Bona the steal, and he's shoved down by Spencer Jones.
I like doing it this way because they think they get the double down there faster and maybe make the big turn it over. But Bona, like I said, he has improved so much in his decision making down there on the low post. Is it?
A takeaway by Bona. Able to strip Ballo. Goes right to the rim and throws it.
Adam Miller fumbles it away. UCLA running. Lazar Stefanovic fouled by
Washington, UCLA.
We welcome those of you just joining us to Pauley Pavilion with Don McClendon
on Bona. There's Madsen. Worcester underneath. And great defense by Adem Bona that time.
You see the Utes hesitating, passing up late.
Loveland looking for that high-low again, and this time Bona broke it up. And then Bona getting UCLA. Rebound by Ben Carlson. Bona breaking up that entry pass, still working hard in the defensive end. UCLA's got to find some offense.
Mixed-Dad the other night up at UW. Big win for Oregon on the road.
Back hits and leaves. Elon Feebley. Bona flashing to break the press. Brandon Williams knifing through.
Nice finish. Attack that zone press with purpose.
Now gets past him. Leans in for 2.
You'd much rather give up that than a 3 to Jalen Cone.
Interior defense. USC's been playing better. Can they sustain?
Boy, that's nice by Collier. That little stop and start, change of gear.
Hesitation, change of pace, and jump in.
And Stanford, a veteran team. Here is Bynum. Maxime Renaud, the 7-footer, is doubled, and he's tied up, and will go the other way. UCLA forces a turnover.
Good, strong double.
And 1 for Sebastian Mack. The officials got together and determined the foul took place before Mack gathered and went up for the shot. Therefore, they waved it off. It was just a foul on the floor against Stanford.
Forcing the ball. Twice the guards of UCLA have forced in tight windows.
That was pass broken up by Adem Bona.
That was a forced pass, too. Just take the simple play. Make the simple.
And this is trouble for Oregon. Ooh, a Bruin goes down hard.
Yeah, it was Brandon Williams, I think. Yeah, there he is. Man.
2 things there. He's holding that left.
Let me just shoot. Make him close out more.
Third 3 of the half for Akano.
Nobody in the game has more than one foul right now, which is wonderful to say. Actually, somewhat of my experience, you can't shock me like this. I mean, my heart is, I'm trying to make sure I last here. One free throw in the entire half?
Unreal, and it was physical too. So.
At Seton Hall with Kevin Willard, and then followed him to Maryland.
And you've seen the job that Shaheen Holloway is doing at Seton Hall, replacing Kevin Willard.
Bona against Bona. Nearly dragged the foot for a travel. Maybe the ball doesn't lie.
Great defensive double. Bona helping out Mana, and they get the turnover.
Yeah, why was it great? Because you had 6'9" coming over on that double.
Out of the game, or making them less prevalent in college basketball, and this seems like another step in that direction.
That's right, and you're right about that, and I have thought that because it seemed like any time a defender stepped in anywhere, anytime, at any
not have gone for this big chunk of yards. Look how many blue shirts are over there. You see a good block by O'Mary, but that's just you don't wrap up. That's Churchill who had the interception. Churchwell had the interception early.
Maui Gym, corporate headquarters burned. So many lost lives. Great defense again. Dylan Andrews just playing a superb all-around game.
And Folly Dante. And a block as Andrews tried to slide in underneath.
High-scoring second half. Selapange gets fouled. We'll see which player drew that foul. If it's Bona, that's number 4. But it looks like it is
UCLA's hope to get back in this is keep this guy on the floor.
Adem Bona, yeah, he picked up those 2 fouls. That's not, whoa. I thought that was going to be a charge, but they ended up calling the block.
All accounts.
They had done such a good job taking care of the ball prior to that USC game, but they had 15 turnovers, and there he is again.
Cronin, even though he's only a sophomore, Mick Cronin trusts Dylan Andrews. He's one of the top players in minutes per game.
Oh my goodness, Wheeler on the oop
weapon, and tonight it's what UCLA has given him.
There's Mia gathering, spinning, and then throw.
More aggressive on that ball screen.
Oh, all alone inside. That's too easy for Mia.
Clock winding down, 9 seconds. Smith with the ball in his hands. Driving, dropping. And Utah's on top by 1, courtesy.
And then, of course, once his brother, just goes to start him, a nice find by Simpson to Lampkin now, who's able to get that one.
Early attack. When they are in the half court, they have struggled to get open looks.
Amac against 2 defenders, and Bardaw's Amac to the line. He's been dealing with an illness and not available. He is here on the bench for Dana Altman as N'Faly Dante goes to work inside.
That's
Jermaine Couisnard on the drive. The drop off, and N'Faly Dante fouled as the Dante finishes at the rim.
That's the first easy.
Ron did as a freshman and sophomore. He was good in his age group, and he got better over time through practice, experience.
Vincent Iwuchukwu missing inside.
Excuse me.
You need some water? You good?
Trying to recover from gagging.
Kijani Wright on the, and UCLA stole the show here and took control of it late in the first half as Arrington Page cuts to the basket. The
pass out to a player with 2 seconds to go on the shot clock. There's nothing he can do with it. When he gets his hands on the ball, it's already done.
Follow establishes down low, but misses with the left hand.
Love Little pocket pass to Ballo. Fumbled at first, regathers, and finishes.
That two-man game can be so dangerous. Let's see what they get out of the timeout on the offensive end.
John Phillips over the top. That'll work. Down, but they're not making buckets, and the Utes are off to the races.
And you get Sebastian Mack, who's their leading scorer, who's 1 for 9 and 0 for 5 from 3.
On the skills factory team with Kanan Carlisle, with Isaiah Collier, these guys all grew up together playing fantastic.
Person in general, but there's no chance on that one I'm giving an assist.
Maxime Reynaud with the left hand and the rebound. Adem
Line side to hit that mid-range jump shot.
Maxime Reynaud, and it spins out, and the rebound by Berke Buchtengel.
First play, obviously huge, right? You want to get off to a great start. Both these teams dropped one, and they feel like neither one of them should have dropped one. You talk to Mick Cronin, you can tell you they felt they turned the ball over.
From 10 down in the first half is up 5. Inside to James Keefe. And Adem Bona with his 4th block shot.
Absolutely no hurry.
Cutting Maxime Reynaud, and he's fouled, and will get to the line off the feed from Kanan.
Barthélemy drops it off. Diawara misses the jumper.
Then we're high on him. He just has not been able to get back to full health in terms of how he looked before the injury.
Dr. Rice, I have missed you.
22, technically off the bench for Mack. Now on the lob. An easy 2 right back for CSUN with Fofana.
Professional ranks in a lot of different sports, including football and basketball.
Huff gets
Beautiful
loose,
pass.
changes his mind, finds Watson, and of course Watson will score. He's got...
Sebastian Mack has played superb. Plus, he gets to the free throw line in 3.5 games.
Iguodala blocked by Bona.
Out of the game, or making them less prevalent in college basketball, and this seems like another step in that direction.
That's right, and you're right about that, and I have thought that because it seemed like any time a defender stepped.
Maui Gym, the corporate headquarters burned. So many lost lives. Great defense again. Dylan Andrews.
Still sitting on the bench. He's been sitting for about 8 minutes after getting his 2nd foul. But Oregon State trailing by as many as 7. And Adem.
Each team will play one more Pac-12 game this weekend. UCLA home against Arizona State. Arizona at USC as Bona blocks Lewis. Driving, blocked by Bona. That's 5 for him. It maybe was on the way down, but they rule it was on the way up. Boswell misses, gets it back as somehow the ball.
The Trojans 1 for 12. Yet they figured out a way to still hang around and have a chance to win at the end.
Bona called for...
Colorado still has not missed a shot. 5 of 5 from the floor, and a turnover. You hit this earlier.
That's navigating, kicking it out. Shot clock down at 3. Cone blocked by Bona. There's the defensive presence of the...
I think he wants to get his teammates more involved here to start.
He takes it himself here, and it's a blocking foul that will send Tyson to the strike. Maxime Reynaud, a 3 from the corner.
And even he can do that.
C from Haas Pavilion.
Hi, everybody. Welcome into Haas Pavilion in Berkeley. It is rocking tonight. The game is... A takeaway by Bona. Able to strip Ballo. Goes...
And is stripped away by Adem Bona. Perez picks up the loose ball. 3 on the shot clock as his shot tonight again by Adem Bona.
Scouting.
Jose Perez attacks baseline. The 4th foul on Adem Bona with 7:27 to go.
But because of the pass, Bona had to make a play, but finished it anyway.
Wilhelm Breidenbach on the drive. How about that move?
Straight line.
I'm foul trouble right now.
Brandon Carlson, Pac-12 Player of the Year candidate. He's averaging 20 per game in 4 conference games. He missed the 3 there.
Player of the Year. Played before Mark Madsen at Utah Valley. Also a season at Texas Tech. Started his career at Mercer back in.
James played the passing lane beautifully. Now Carlisle. And fight for the rebound. It's going to come back to Stanford.
So I'm going to say that other guys who would be in that.
Clock didn't reset. Clock is down as Diawara launches.
Shouldn't be surprised. Fast break points, 0. 0 and 0.
Well, and if you're Oregon State, you got to be thinking we ain't getting this all back in one play.
She's got 25 points. It's a 20-point lead. Well, the Bruins were behind by the same thing that Northridge the other night. And they did come back to make it. Bona swats it away, but it stays Maryland ball. A lot of time. The superb athleticism of Adem Bona.
Scott trying to track down.
On the back tap.
Johnny Hunt again, leaning in, past Bona. Nicely done for the former Oregon State Beavers.
Team clinging to a 1-point lead. Akpara gives it back. Bonner, baseline jumper, got it.
He's a good offensive.
That dribble drive is rejected. Nice work inside, but over 5 minutes now, this drought for Villanova. Another rejection inside and a shot clock violation. Again, especially Villanova struggling. And a dribble drive will lead to a foul as Tyler Burton took it in, the Richmond transfer. You touched.
And a lot of people really like what Shaka Smart's crew is bringing to the field here in this upcoming season.
And Shaka Smart is up the sideline barking at his players. So good. I mean, his ability, this is a big dude.
6'11", 235-pound junior from Chandler, Arizona.
Who has just really grown.
Earns a trip to the foul line. I know you didn't play with Rod Strickland, but certainly you crossed paths during your...
Was that our first? Was that? Did we get the cylinder call there, or was that a block call?
I missed it. I apologize. That pass to Vite.
So this game's become almost like a European game, kind of up and down, free-flowing.
And don't send your player here if you don't want to play team basketball. I have a saying: if we're going to die, we're going to die my way.
Old break, you got numbers, took his time, and then exploded to the rim instead of trying to take on multiple defenders.
Not have gone for this big chunk of yards. Look how many blue shirts are over there. You see a good block by O'Mary, but that's just wrap up. That's Churchill who had an interception.
Which was honored today by St. Francis, although they really were honoring. There's a big block. Look at a block with a little stare.
Hey, that was a long time ago. It was 53 years ago. When I got here, I think I weighed 200 pounds. I'm more than that now. Lazar Stefanovic is really good. Got to see Adem Light, the water polo coach here at UCLA. They're #1 in the country again.
Ooh, well,
they give it to him. But... Nice give and go. Ratai fumbles it, recovers, and then falling away over Adem Bona.
If Mick Cronin had any hair, he'd be pulling it out. He doesn't. It still just irks him, though.
Oh. Phillips goes over 2 for a dunk.
Right in the glass.
They're facing one of the worst rebounding teams in the Pac-12 tonight. With Arizona State, they got out-rebounded by. He might climb the entire seating area here. He was on the prowl. A turnover there as UCLA comes away.
And three-point shooting. Love tripped, but still got the ball down low to Ballo. Blocked by Bona. Adem Bona with 3. Watching the game. Coming over from Missouri. Ballo with the catch. Hesitates and a foul. And so Ballo will go to the line.
Nice good spot inside finally, and there's Bona doing his thing, but fouling Isaac Jones. 3. Nope. Rice to Jones inside, and Jones scores it.
Where to go here in Seattle. Wheeler dropping it off to Mia. Another assist for Wheeler. Working on McClendon to a cutting Smith in traffic amongst the trees, levering off the side of the backboard.
Yeah, his pressure.
Celestine on the baseline. Whoa, Newell meeting Bona at the apex. And they're going to get a foul on Bona. You thought
it's a rebound, and that's the kind of rebounds that Vince the Prince has to be able to get on every basis.
There he is down low, and it rolls off for Vincent Iwuchukwu, and he's much since. Hit 2 quick threes. Kajani right, and deflected out by the Bruins.
Brian Selafonge, and another block for Adem Bona. Just mixing one again. One. Brian Selafonge, and Bona gets a piece of another one.
Position on Bona. There's Madsen. Worcester underneath. And great defense by Adem Bona that time.
CBU.
Here's Brandon Angel. James Keefe, the floater, and finally breaks the seal. Final 5 minutes of that one in Arizona State. Sun Devils in the Bay Area sweeping Cal and Stanford as Maxime Reynaud drops it in.
A beautiful pass by both of us. I don't need top billing.
Maxime Reynaud with the left hand.
That was both teams won on Thursday night. UCLA and Oregon. Backdoor cut goes awry, and that's a turnover for the Ducks.
Let me just shoot. Make him close out more.
Third 3 of the half for Arcano. Nobody in the game has more than 1 foul right now.
She's only averaging 25.5 minutes a game, and that's due to the foul trouble. You'd like him to be up around 30 minutes at least. See if he can start the process of finding a line. Not a great three-point shooting team, obviously.
Matadors in deep. Fofana over the top of both.
Well, you see at least bonus thing,
but they're getting shots up every trip. Hunt, sweet pass. Jones pays it off. Large. Fofana against Bona. Nearly dragged the foot for a travel. Maybe the ball doesn't lie.
Beautiful look inside. He's fouled. And that's a giveaway in a lot of respects. Burton was underneath the hoop.
And bolts out to get into a collision here. Yeah, I don't think.
Ward stepping up. Got away from Trice once. Trice is back after him. Washington wants a hold, and they're going to get it.
Historic level basketball program. Spokane now watching great play.
That's another dish as Ike finds a cutting Watson.
Luckiest people in the world. Antoine Watson right there.
And hits the jump hook and caromed right to him.
Reaching, tipping, deflecting, grabbing for when you have it in your hand.
Dante missing terribly for the baseline, and he bangs his chest.
32 minutes to get there. Shot clock at 5. Now 3 for Miller. He's still dribbling. Launches one as he faded back, and the rebound.
Does that loss against an unranked Washington team, does that hurt Arizona's chances of getting back on the 1 line? Nice up and under move by Bradley. Again, Joe Lenardi's latest bracketology.
Carlson thinking about it. On Adam Carlson driving. Kind of nowhere to go. Bona right there in his face the whole time.
The field. Tyson on Bona here.
Going to work. And Cal has the lead.
Brandon Angel, strong. He's a veteran player in this league at Stanford. Just uses on Brooks on the floor.
Sitting with 2 fouls. Corin Johnson. And he traveled, and a turnover on Washington. The Huskies who won lead for UCLA.
I was talking about him a lot. I had the UCLA at Oregon State game, and he was just so sped up as Wheeler misses the layup. And just turnovers in the second half.
Actually, they had 9, so 9. 3. Keon Brooks, a strong drive.
Joel Lenardi in the NCAA tournament, an 8th seed in his latest bracketology. Obviously a long way to go in the season, but Utah has some non-conference quality wins.
Flashes an easy smile and coming out of a first half where he had his limits crunched again by foul trouble. His pick sixes, I think, are the biggest reason why you.
Bynum, and a long three for Jared Bynum's first point.
Kuznard against Bona. Kuznard likes that matchup. Running hook. Missed it. Bona quickly back. Kuznard waits for some better spacing. Tracy against Bona, driving him and missing over him.
That was a good attack, though.
So you don't see any similarities at all, is what you're saying, to that first group. That a lot of those guys had been playing college basketball, but it was under a different regime. This group, most of them have
continuity. Yeah, come on, man. On Gino, extra step, and Bona definitely had an impact on that. Again, Bomba taking it in. That again, high archer is because of Bona's presence.
Chaminade feisty here in the first half. Low, a little long on that.
Thought he was going to light it.
D-Day with the short clock. Maybe it comes here. Rejects the high screen.
Big boy rebound right there. Big man rebound. That's impressive.
Dante goes middle, and he bangs it in off the window. Look like
in the low post.
Dante. Oh, and one for N'Faly Dante.
Wow. At 40 feet, I love how they play, how hard they work on every possession.
Joe Marial can't handle the pass. Adem Bona looks to attack.
That's right.
Casey Abekwe backing in against Adem Bona. Tries to muscle through a double team, flips it up and in. It's Casey Abekwe coming off the bench. UCLA has scored 8 straight. Bona a steal, but then throws it right back to Oregon's Heat to get him going. They have been all over Jordan Pope. He's really having to work, and now he threw it away trying to get to Abekwe.
Another example of a turnover without a sleep. Bona. We haven't seen him. They have not put him in the hedges. It's interesting. I think he's the best hedge defender on screen rules. Look at Abekwe. The footwork. The footwork is tremendous. Of the improvements.
Show Marial underneath. And the 7-2, Marial missing a fadeaway. Inside to Abekwe. And Casey Abekwe challenged by the Pac-12 Defensive Player of the Year.
He's had 4 double-doubles this year, averaging 12 a game. 28 against St. Francis, a career high early in the year. Phillips off the mark, missing the... Miller with a fastball down to Phillips, who tosses it out of sight. And now the Bruins back on the move. It's McClendon now. Arizona State has not scored in 7.5 minutes, and another turnover.
Down. He's only shooting 28% from there, so frustrating night for UCLA's leading scorer.
Phillips over Bona gets blocked, and UCLA.
Entry pass, Ballo catching it deep and scoring against Adem Bona.
And for Ballo, if tough love from Pops.
37-25 Arizona in front. You and Josh are roommates at Arizona as Ballo is fouled. Here's the team pick.
When Kevin Durant steps on the floor, he's an MVP candidate. Is his team having an MVP year? I would not say so. I think there's been a lot of stuff, but Jason Tatum has had an...
Patient and waiting for the big fella to get there.
Meanwhile, Colorado's turned the ball over 7 times. Lampkin gets deep in the post and scores. Shot clock down to 6. Lob for Lampkin. In one motion, missed the shot, expecting Bona to come over and swat it.
Well, Bona.
Colorado, they're still shooting about 50% for the game. Hadley knocked away by Bona. Mack running the floor.
In the last regular season Pac-12 meeting between the two. Here's Fardaws Amack, the double-double machine, and he misses his first shot.
The battle at the center spot.
Couple of weeks. Knock it down to 3 there, so Cal needs a bucket. They go to Amack. He does not get the bounce. Comes back to him, and then Stefanovic
still was getting buckets everywhere.
Amack, double team comes. Fading. Boy, he is all out of sorts.
Upper body injury.
Really good individual matchups all over the floor tonight. This being one of them. Bona on Reynaud. You got Andrews and Carlisle.
Jones. And the rebound, Lazar Stefanovic.
Good relocate by Spencer Jones. Good find by Stojakovic. Just couldn't get it to go.
And now 7-5 in the conference. And the Bruins making that push to be in the top 4.
They continue to get better, which they have.
They've got wide open players to pass the ball to. Got to have a solid trap.
And Fale Dante ends the 9-0 UCLA run.
And that's free.
Here's Fale Dante underneath, and a foul. That's 4 on Adem Bona.
For a quick answer.
So much better now than it was earlier in the year. Bona, he's now taking his time, goes quick when he after he's already surveyed it. Early in the season.
Their biggest challenges all year long.
They're still without Isaiah Collier.
He's good.
Who's out with a right hand injury.
Whoa.
Vincent Iwuchukwu missing inside.
Catch the ball, Vince the Prince. No, I watched that game. It was a fabulous start there by Vince the Prince. Whoa.
You're still sticking with 7.
7 right now. And then whoever gets hot down the stretch.
Kajani Wright rattles out. The rebound, Will McClendon for you.
Larson gives it up. Eshaw Johnson goes right at Bona, muscles it up, and gets shut down.
Good job by Bona. Plays hit, and they are not a good three-point shooting team by any measurable statistic. But they are not hesitating on their shots right now, Bob. They're catching, and they're ready to shoot, and they're not.
Larson feeds the post. Follow. Tough catch. And the finish.
Brandon Williams checks in the game, the freshman for UCLA. And a whistle, and a foul will stay at this end. And a travel. And that's a turnover on Arizona State.
Loveland looking for that high-low again, and this time Bona broke it up. It's the driving lanes. Badgema to Lovering. Spinning, and we're going to call Bona for the foul. That's his second. And the 17th UCLA back within 6, 33-27. Tata looking for the high-low. Instead drives on Adem Bona. Missed the shot. Carlson got the offensive rebound. UCLA rebound by Ben Carlson. Bona breaking up that entry pass. Still working hard in the defensive end.
In the game, so too is Jan Vide. Played more minutes this week. Spins away from the block. Berke turns down the 3. 6. Nick wondering where the help defense was.
Interior defense. USC's been playing better. Can they sustain?
Boy, that's nice by Collier. That little stop and start, change of gear.
Hesitation.
And Stanford, a veteran team. Here is Bynum. Maxime Reynaud, the 7-footer, is doubled, and he's tied up, and will go the other way. UCLA forces.
Shellstad, Rigsby in the backcourt for Oregon. Backing in is Diawara. And a wild shot.
One I made earlier about Sebastian Mack. He's not going to get these calls like he was getting them in the non-con. He's going to have to finish plays now. He's going to get fouled some, but not at the rate he was getting fouled.
Actually, somewhat of my experience, you can't shock me like this. I mean, my heart is, I'm trying to make sure I last here. One free throw in the entire half?
There's Adem Bona pressuring to get the ball out so far from the hoop. Well, I have to imagine the coaches wanted him to. A foul call here in UCLA. That's the 14th foul. Yes, but again,
the long rebound to the big fella. Bona on his hip. Went to the offhand, but couldn't get it to go. Rushed a bit by Hassan. Bamba, who made his first, has missed 3 in a row. There's Dixon, and going to his left side. Dixon going to that right shoulder. Oh, what a scoop. Everything but the finish and the follow by Burton.
Keep your hands at the level of the ball.
And there it is.
They called a foul.
I'll tell you what's been interesting.
UCLA.
Well, and I think it's interesting how both teams have evolved, right? I think Oregon State has really gotten better. They've found a lineup, and you look.
Okay, he nearly has it stripped, gets it back. Out to Wheeler for the 3 with the shot clock winding down. Mia gets it down.
To Johnny Wright, the miss, and the rebound, Dylan Andrews for the Bruins.
State, who's really been an up and down roller coaster team, and that loss counted as a quad 3 loss for the Utes.
Air ball there.
To find a player that plays harder than Adem Bona. He just, everything he does with great effort.
Open look, and Grant Newell off the mark. Amac from way downtown, off the mark. Well, he can hit that, but that was NBA range.
He can hit threes, but
release point because of the length and the height. Mara can. It's just a matter of whether Mara can hold his ground and not get pushed underneath the basket. I'm telling you, I'd go to him every time. Mara doesn't have the strength or experience to deal with Maxime Reynaud down there.
Jermaine Couisnard. Adrian Tracy saves it from going out, and the 3 too strong from Cario Oquindo. Brennan Rigsby left open, and a 3 for Rigsby, the first 3 for Oregon.
Jeff Feinberg, who started with the Feinberg 5 years ago now.
By the way, Juju averages over 26 points per game.
Good.
Frankie Collins launching. And Lazar Stefanovic the rebound.
Good defense, Moses Wood.
Wilhelm Breidenbach from the corner.
Good luck. Didn't get it.
Originally from Serbia. 9-7 Utah, 6.5 minutes gone by. Carlson hit one from that spot earlier.
Keita loses his shoe. They get 5 on 4 and air ball a 3.
But they still get 3 as Benjamin drills it.
Not only did they need that, but how about the bounce?
For Stanford, you're trying to validate that win against Arizona, executing with purpose.
Spencer Jones had a clean look. Maxime Reynaud finds an open Jared Bynum, who pumps, drives. Michael Jones. And finally, Stanford hits a 3.
The cup.
Maxime Reynaud. Too strong on a 3, but there's...
You don't want to fight the shot clock against UCLA.
Couisnard kicks. Evans, corner 3. Is strong. And Stefanovic goes down.
Your head around and get your eyes on the target before you start the motion. You're probably going to make some of those shots.
Nakano and Ratai starters go.
That the ball's in his hands a lot because he's probably the best decision maker on the team. But they can play him off as well.
At Haas Pavilion with Arizona and Cal. We'll also see Arizona Sunday as part of 4 games on Pac-12 Network with their game at Stanford. So a huge week. Jones trying to squeeze it through. They go to the floor again. 5 left to shoot. Gianni Hunt. Hunt burning clock. Now can he get a look? Allen Ikens with Andrews contesting. Hunt over Bona. There it is, a shot clock violation.
Got to get it side to side. Make the defense work. Of course, you make that.
It was halfway down.
Dixon on the switch against McClendon. Bomba for three again.
Sebastian Mack immediately when he got it, put it on the deck and attacked the paint, which was open.
Burton. Now they're warming up.
They're not going to start a fight.
And that is a fun matchup. And foul trouble has kind of gotten in the way. Here's Ike on the follow. Block! Was in a comfortable position in that second half until a 17-0 Marquette run changed things completely.
Do you think Marquette feels that way?
As Jameer Thomas misses
the bench, he has a very important role because he is deemed the Gatorade tester, so everyone has to be hydrated as well, guys.
Way to go, Angel.
That's a big job.
In the first 10 minutes, we were sluggish, no execution. They turned it around. They started being more active. 9 steals is good and something they can play off of in the second half.
Angel, and what a to that play, and they can't get him the ball. If you can't get barricade the ball, that means you don't want to get it to him.
Able to get the steal.
Isn't Chase Ross the guy that Shaka calls the dude?
Yes, he is a dude, according to Shaka Smart. They got LA by 10 here on the Golden Eagles. Chase Ross down the lane. This Bruins defense has been harassing. Kolek for 3. He can't hit. Just 4 points.
Don, they ever put you on wooden statues? Front end of a 1-and-1 for Eric Acker. Last year.
My question is, do they know? Do they know that they could be walking onto the court with the burden of 23 years of made three?
In the United States, went co-ed.
Oh. Yeah. That's good knowledge. I know mine wasn't the first.
No.
I know that.